Yo, what's going on, my people? Out here doing some work at the chicken yard. Just got some more beauties out of the incubator and just bring them out here to the brooder, trying to get them used to everything that's going on and the new life of being out there. Now I'm watering chickens. I got to go water some chickens right now, so I'm about to start doing that. But I'm gonna start doing these videos and just like uploading them to YouTube. Usually I go live on like TikTok and stuff every day, but they don't appreciate me, man. They don't appreciate the work I be doing in the gems I be dropping. So I'm gonna start posting them to YouTube, and then I'll distribute them through the other social media platforms and stuff like that. But okay. So right now I'm about to head over here. I'll be right back. Boy, that claret hen I got not too long ago, I went and got me another claret hen from a good buddy. She's the only hen. Got a nest box in there. She will not lay in the nest box. She got her own little nest over there, and I don't know if that's when I got her, she was in a round cage. She didn't have no nest. She wasn't being bred. So I don't know if she's still stuck in the mode of not having a nest and just laying her eggs, you know, just in the round cage. But I got a nice nest in there for her, and she won't even get in it to lay. So, but it's not like I'm trying to get her to set anyways, because I'll just be gathering her eggs. That's really probably the only that's probably really the only breed that I'm gonna try to go through. As long as she's laying, I'm gonna be setting those eggs, you know, because that's a real breed that I'm trying to get a lot of this year. There's only, you know, 1, 2, or 3 breeds that I'm gonna do like that. I'll hatch them all the way through. It don't matter to me, because I'm a firm believer in. Now, I agree. Most of the chickens that you hatch off late in the year, they don't grow as good as the other ones. Whether it's from the heat, the lack of source of protein, or whatever the case may be. But if you brooder raise them, if you brooder raise your chickens, and you give them the vitamins, the supplements, and the stuff they need to grow correctly, you can get them at or daggone near the regular size to their brothers and stuff. I could show you some chickens right now. A rooster that was born in April and a rooster that was born in June. And you wouldn't even be able to tell which one was which. You know what I mean? Just because that brooder raising, a lot of people don't like brooder raising. They'll say, oh, I like, you know, hen raisins. The chicks come out better. Yeah, that is true. I do think, you know, the chicks develop better and stuff when they're hen hatched and stuff like that. But at the same time, a lot of people incubate these days. You know what I mean? People in top competition use incubators. A lot of the big breeders use incubators. So don't let anybody tell you that incubation is bad for your chickens. More than likely, the people that's telling you that don't have an incubator. You know what I mean? Yeah, we water chickens the old-fashioned way here. But when I get to my new farm, when I get to my new spot, I'm gonna have those automatic waters. I already got it figured out how I'm gonna do it. If I knew for a fact, 10 years ago, I knew I'd still be here at this farm, I would have redone my whole chicken yard, and I would have already had automatic waters. But when you're trying to move, you don't know when that time could be. Put a fast trying to get me locked. Pull out my Glock, hit him in the top. I fill up my bucket. By the time I get back, she's ready to dump again. Gonna stop some supply and store some water, baby. That's how we do it. I just want to say this real fast. Hold on. My water's up running. Told you. As soon as I get ready, it's ready. But I was just talking about not hen hatching, but every so often I'll let a hen set, depending on circumstances. Well, one of my McLean brood pens got a rooster in there with 2 hens. One of them went broody and started setting on the eggs. And I think I really didn't find out until like a couple days into her setting. So I said, you know what? She's got a bunch of eggs. She'll come off with them and I'll take them. Well, when they came off, I think she came off with like 7 or 8. I said, man, I ain't even gonna worry about them. I'm gonna let them hatch them up, raise them up. She had 7 for a while, and one day, 2 was missing, got in my pen, hen killed them, whatever. got down to 3 chicks. Those 3 chicks, I've had them the whole time, and they hatched out. They were the first ones that hatched out. They hatched out early March, so they was about 6 weeks old, 8 weeks old by now. And so being good, 2 roosters and a pullet, and because they was big enough to, you could tell what they were. And I said, man, they good. They can't fit through wire no more. I ain't had to worry about them. They'll raise up good. I'll be daggone, I didn't come down here today. And I don't know what made them go into this pen, but they went into a pen where they didn't have to worry about the hen. They had to worry about the rooster. That rooster does not like baby chicks. And so I'm not really paying attention. I'm feed them. And I look over there. Usually the chicks, they'll stay near the mama. I see one of them. Where's the other ones? I go looking in the pens right there near them. Sure enough, man, I find the pullet and one of the stags in the pen, beat to death. And I was like, man, y'all were so y'all had done the hard part. It was just easy green grass, beautiful blue roads. And they found a hole, or not a hole, just a little bit opening in the pen where they could get through. And but that was like the only part in the whole pen, because I got the pen wrapped up where, if just something so happens 2 roosters can't see each other. And they found their way inside that little hole and couldn't find their way back out. And so I'm down to that 1 stag now. But I was like, man, y'all was this close from making it. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, guys. That's one of the reasons why I incubate now and use brooders. Because I remember days, I remember seasons. You could walk down to my chicken yard. You would have to walk slow like a robot, because you were scared to step on them. They'd be all up under your feet. I mean, I would have 6, 7, 8 hens, all with biddies at the same time, and they would be everywhere. And then before you know it, these biddies is going over here when you feed them. These is going over here. Hens going crazy, killing on roosters. And before you know it, you got 6 stags you raised up that year. And after so many years of doing that, man, you just can't keep up like that. You know what I mean? You can't keep up like that. And I didn't have the funds to go build, all these different separate pens just for my hens and her biddies and stuff. I said, you know what? What's the most simplest, easiest way? Let me get an incubator. After I get an incubator, what I'm gonna do with the chicks? Let me build some brooders. Let me do all this stuff. Yes, an initial investment, but once you get past that part, it's a lot easier. And that's one of the main reasons why we started incubating and going that way. We just found out it was a little bit easier for us. Cookie. Come here. Come here, Cookie. Hey, y'all should know by now. Tell y'all another little story for stuff that's happened to me recently. I got y'all should know by now I got blue heelers, blue heeler farm dogs, and I got Great Pyrenees, but I got 2 little blue heelers. Best chicken dogs, man, best chicken dogs. But about been a couple weeks ago, somehow I had a cow and round head rooster. And had him by himself. He's been by himself ever since, you know, I pinned him up. Somehow he got out his cage, right? I was down here doing just like I am right now. I was feeding and stuff. And chickens start going crazy. I'm like, what? So I looked to my right. No lie, guys, I looked to my right. And right over there, no, it was right there. I see a rooster, right? And the dog, like I said, the blue heelers are the best chicken dogs. They will. I never seen a dog try to break up an actual chicken, like the chickens, you know, if they fighting, hens is fighting, they'll break them up. They'll go grab them and they'll try to like take them off, separate them, you know what I mean? Or hold them down or whatever. But they're very good. And the rooster was fighting my female Cookie. She ran over there before I could even get to him. She done ran over there and grabbed him. But where she grabbed him at, she like grabbed him in his neck, behind his neck right there. And I think it hit a nerve. I think it pinched his nerve. But like, he hollered. The chicken hollered like, "Arr!" And he tried to run off, and I noticed his neck was like dangling. I was like, oh man, she's done broke his neck or something. Like I said, he was one of my pure cow ones, and he was such a beautiful rooster. I just couldn't bring myself to kill him. I said, you know, I'm just going to wait on him and see what happens. Maybe he'll come back. Well, I took him and put him in my little cage, and I was, you know, feeding him a little mix-up of different things, just trying to keep some protein in him and just trying to keep him from basically withering away and dying, because he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't eat. He couldn't drink on his own. He couldn't do nothing. So I had to hand water him and you know, try to get some protein in him every day. About a week or 10 days into it, I noticed he started showing some improvement. You know, like I came down here one day and I seen him holding his neck up a little bit better. I was like, oh yeah, man. I was like, even if he just gets to the point where he can just eat and drink on himself, I don't care if he ever gets 100% back right, you know, because I was just using for a brood cock. And, you know, about 5 days after that, I noticed where he'd start holding his head a little bit better, you know what I mean? And 2 weeks after that, I put a hen in there with him and try to, you know what a hen does to a rooster. Try to liven him up a little bit. He still, you know, couldn't. So I had to take him back out, and I put him back in my little cage and continued on. And out of my water's running over. So it got like I said, about 2 weeks after that. Fast forward to about 16, 18 days after the initial incident. I put him back in the cage, and he got to where he could hold his neck steady. You know, he could hold his neck. It wasn't perfect, but he could hold his neck steady. And from that point on until now, man, he's done made a drastic recovery. I recorded a video holding a rooster one day, and you could see him in the background cage. That's when I initially had put him over there to try to get the hen back right. Somebody commented on it and said, hey, what's up with the sold up chicken or something behind him? You know, I explained my dog grabbed him and whatnot. But I'll show him to you. And man, he's done made a drastic recovery. He can eat on his own now. He can drink on his own now. Really, you can't even tell that he's had an injury. It's been probably getting close to a month. I don't think it's been quite a month, but it's getting close to it. Maybe it has been. But that just goes to show you, man, 90% of the breeders that don't really have the extra time to be doing stuff like that, they would have killed him on the spot. You know, oh man, he's no good. Boom, he ain't gonna get better. Boom, killed him. But I said, no, I can't kill him. He's too good of a good bred rooster. Now, if it had been a cross rooster I really didn't care about, I would have probably, you know, whacked him. But I'm just saying that to say, don't give up on chickens, man. And it's not just chickens, just in life. You know, you're gonna run into circumstances where it's a lot easier just to get rid of them, or just don't do something, or quit doing something. Just try a little bit harder. You never know what the outcome will be. You never know. You might end up on the good side of the fence, you know. So just another little story I'm about to tell you. But I'm actually, man, about to head over, and I'm gonna be back and forth and stuff, man. So I'm gonna end this video, but I'm gonna try to take a little video of the rooster I just spoke to you and try to incorporate it into this video, guys. So I appreciate you walking with me. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and follow us on all our social media accounts. And go buy some merch if you haven't already. I got some new merch about to come in. I can't wait to wear it. The GamefoulLife.com. I'll see y'all there.